the morning of the induction kickoff intro call for the Wealthy Witches Mastermind today, and I've taken myself out in nature and I'm feeling really reflective of everything that has transpired over the last 3 months, well, over the last almost 40 years, but specifically over the last 3 months, in order for me to be in this place right now. And I think it's really, I want to share it for various reasons. I think it's really important that we take the time to pause and reflect and acknowledge and celebrate, but I also think it's really important that you get to see underneath the hood of the realities of what it actually looks like to choose to properly step into your mission and do what you came here to do. Because I've been doing this coaching thing now for nearly 7 years. I've got a lovely business. I love my clients. I love my work. I've done in-depth training in lots of different modalities so I can deeply support my clients. And yet I had this knowing in the back of my mind that I was playing small, I wasn't playing full out, I wasn't really doing what I came here to do, and something was holding me back. And there's been a lot of trauma, there's been a lot of things for me to work through, there's been a lot of energy constraints, a lot of all of it. And to be honest, a lot of excuses as well, a lot of excuses and a lot of fears. This morning, when I look back and I'm like, fuck me, it's only the start of April. In the last 3 months, I have redone pretty much all of my programs, new website, photo shoot, new offers, birthed a brand new mastermind, birthed a brand new masterclass. I've put all of these things in place. That's the outward result, but inwardly I am a completely different person to who I was 3 years ago. Listen to the geese. Completely different person to who I was. I might have just said 3 years ago. I meant 3 months ago. And it started with this simple decision in December that I was going to stop hiding and that I was ready to really deepen into what it was that I came here to do. But it wasn't super easy. So I hired a new coach and we had this first session. She's like, oh, how are you feeling about it all? And I was like, yeah, good. And I was like, did you hear how that came out? She's like, yeah, how are you really feeling? And I was like, holy fuck! So there's been, hello Sydney, it's all right babies. So there's been all of this stuff that has come up, right? So important stuff. Number one, I have created and put out so much content, so much stuff. The portal for Wealthy Witches is insane, but I've also been delivering in a much higher way in the Your Way Mastermind. So they're getting so much more materials, there's so much more stuff coming out of me because I've got so much more energy since I decided to really deepen into who am I and what am I here to do. But what I haven't sacrificed in that is me and what's important to me and what I love to do. It is about 11:30 in the morning right now. I'm out on a walk with Sydney. It'll take us at least an hour to get home from here. I haven't done any work. I know this is kind of work, but I haven't done any work yet today. I had 8 hours sleep last night. I might have a nap before Wealthy Witches starts later. And it's just been incredible to just notice how when I deepen into who I am, what I'm here to do, and stopped hiding, how life just came and supported me. It's so often we think we're going to sacrifice our health, we're going to sacrifice our energy, we're going to sacrifice. But it's been the complete opposite, to really deepen into this and just notice how supported I am and how quickly and easily things just flow out of me. People on my email list have had emails almost every day. I don't sit down intentionally with a thing of I need to write this email. Just at some point during the day, something comes to me, I write it down as quick as I can write, and then it goes out. In fact, I got a message from someone on LinkedIn the other day, and they were like, I just want to let you know there's a typo in your post. I'm sure there's a typo in all my posts because I sure as shit don't sit down and proofread them before I press send. Anyway, so that's the positives and the stuff I feel really, really proud of. because it's also been amazing to watch so many people come forward and feel really excited that there is someone out there who is talking about the witchy stuff, that natural place, that returning to the natural place, alongside also having that practical, you know, the kind of the law degree and the legal career background, having the nervous system, the somatic work. Like, I'm not just here preaching like spirituality without a sort of a practical element. It's like, no, how do we combine all the different things? But there was a deep fear in me that if I started talking about the witchy stuff, it was going to mean that I was burning down my business. And my husband had the same fear. Like, he hated, like, he was supportive to a point, but then like some of the photos I'd done in the photo shoot, he hated the what I'm going to call like the darker ones, like the really witchy ones. He hated those. So we had some like real turbulence that we needed to work through. I doubted myself. I was like, oh my God, how can I even call myself a witch? Like, I feel like a complete fraud. I'm not doing spells, I'm not casting magic, although I am, because my words are spells. And there are times where I play around with controlling the weather, and then I sort of second guess myself. I'm like, but am I really doing this? Can I really talk about this? Can I really share this? Can I really talk about this unity consciousness, and we're all divine and we're all connected? Because how's that going to go down with like the religious people who are going to think, well, no, it's like you've got to have God as an above thing rather than we're all part of the whole. So it's all been very interesting, right? But the point is, I didn't let the fears and the doubts stop me. I got support. I had a coach that I went to. I still have a coach, same coach that I go to have the support. I have a therapist to help me work through things. But I just think it's so important. We have all of these fears and all of these doubts of like, what is going to happen if we, and I know it's a cliche, but it works. What's going to happen if we truly step into our power, if we allow all of ourselves to be seen? And the answer is, well, actually something really incredible and something really remarkable. And I wouldn't be starting this mastermind today. I wouldn't be supporting the people who are ready to, well, I mean, for a few of them, probably quit their corporate jobs and do something that actually works for them and stop being a slave to the system. But fundamentally, people who are ready to claim their limitless life, who don't want their entire day to be consumed by work that they don't enjoy. They want space for other stuff. They want to live, they want to love, they want to be. And I also recognised that I had to truly embody that in order to be able to bring it forward. Because it would have been very easy to be like, oh, I'm doing this new programme, there's a start date, I need to push, I need to hustle. I can't be doing my long walks, I can't be doing my naps, I can't be doing X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, because I am here to disrupt and shift paradigms and change how people think and see and act and behave. And I deeply believe that we don't need to push and hustle and burn ourselves out and sacrifice ourselves in order to do our divine soul work in the world. And this has it's been a very different experience. It hasn't just felt like a very different experience, it's been a very different experience. So just some stuff for you to think about, like challenge the fears, challenge the preconceptions, challenge what you think you're going to have to sacrifice in order to bring forward what it is that you want to do. Because when you do the thing that you're actually here to do, when you stop hiding the gifts, when you allow your connection to the divine, when you allow the intuition, when you allow the psychic stuff to come through, everything gets so much easier because you're so connected, you're so supported. And it really, really is incredible. So Wealthy Witch is the mission. It starts today. We've got our intro call. The first kickoff call is next Wednesday, so the 9th of April. I'm going to put the information below. If it's calling to you, come and join us. Let's shift paradigms. Let's shift up the collective. Let's change how we do things so that we can be all of who we are, feel safe to be who we are, do our soul work in the world, but also just have a really bloody good time of it as well, because that is what we came here for. Mwah. Lots of love.